We first introduced you to Jim Stovall after his novel The Ultimate Gift had become an international sensation, and Hollywood had come knocking to turn the book into a major motion picture. Blinded by macular degeneration, Jim Stovall's stolen sight seems to have granted him profound insight, enough to fill more than 15 books so far. Stovall says his passion for books and eventually for writing them came about not despite his vision loss, but because of it.
You know, when I lost my sight, I became a reader. When I could read like you do with your eyes, I don't know that I ever read a whole book cover to cover. And now, thanks to the Oklahoma Library for the Blind and a high-speed recorder, I can listen to a book virtually every day. So I became really kind of fascinated with the detective genre and how...
That fascination, which led to the recent penning of a detective series, may seem like a departure from Stovall's previous motivational writing. But he assures us that's not the case.
The people who are used to reading my other books will be pleased to know there's still a message and there's things to learn.
The first book in the series, The Sound of Honor, will be in bookstores this month, and you may find there's something about the main character, Jacob Dyer, that seems vaguely familiar. For one thing, he's blind, and he lives in Tulsa.
Losing my sight was a very emotional thing for me, and it was a tough life change for me. And instead of going through therapy for years, I invented Jacob, and he dealt with all that. Jacob Dyer runs a business called the Lost and Found, Dyer Straits Lost and Found Agency. And it's amazing that this blind guy in the book gets paid to find things that other people can't find.
The Sound of Honor revolves around the adventures of a detective who cannot see. But ironically, the book makes a great itinerary for seeing Tulsa.
Well, the river park and the pedestrian bridge across the river is an important focal point. And then Jacob lives in a high-rise apartment. He lives in one that is close to the river, and he works downtown in one of the old Art Deco buildings.
The Warren Duck Club is mentioned by name in both the first novel and the second novel, The Sound of Vengeance, set for a 2010 release.
Well, we are in one of the best restaurants in the world, and I put Hamid, my favorite waiter, in there. And probably the best thing is Hamid's Caesar salad. Hamid makes it tableside, which is a lost art a lot of places. Most places don't do that anymore. And even though I'm totally blind, Hamid comes out and does the whole display thing and everything because it's the right thing to do.
Tulsa buffs will also recognize reference to legendary landmark, the Scully Lodge.
The hunting lodge where these titans of industry would do battle with white-tailed deer and cotton-tailed rabbits sat in the middle of a 5,000-acre tract of land which stretched from a huge plateau and bluff area all the way to the Verdigris River.
The Jacob Dyer character offers a new appreciation for the simplest joys of travel, like the fragrance of an Oklahoma peach orchard.
He doesn't have 5 senses, so he likes to get as much as he can in the other 4.
Jim Stovall's detective series is a new one, but its unique perspective has already grabbed the attention of some big-wig TV execs, anxious to turn the books into a television franchise. But in the meantime, you'll want to grab a copy for yourself so that you too can see things in a whole new way. In Tulsa, I'm Shel Wagner.